Hey everybody, today we're going to be doing an RTA bathroom vanity. Our part number is V for Vanity. This is a 48-inch wide model, 21 inches deep, and it has a D for drawers. This one will have drawers on both outsides. There's 4 drawers, and then your sink's in the middle. So this is how it comes in a box. It comes flat in a box, RTA, ready to assemble. Makes it easier to transport home and whatnot. Tools that I'd recommend, your number one tool is going to be an impact drill or a drill with a Phillips. Magnetic tip is ideal. Sometimes you may need a hammer, a hand Phillips. I like to keep that in my pocket in case you need that. And some people would like an extension in their drill to reach some hard to reach areas. Now let's get to unboxing. If you watch some of our past videos, you'll know that I like to do on an elevated surface. Makes it easier on your back. This is a cabinet that can be assembled by one person, or if you have a friend, multiple people. You're going to look for your screw packages, put those to the sides. This is your side of your cabinet, one side. Here's your other side. These are all going to be your drawer hardware. Once you assemble one drawer, they all assemble the same. We got our toe kick. This is our shelf for the bottom of the cabinet. These are going to be all your drawer pieces. As you can see, they're all dovetail. They're all solid wood. Everything about our cabinet is going to be plywood construction or solid wood. So we're going to take all of our drawer pieces, set them aside. These are the insides of the drawer, the base of the drawer that you would put all your goods on. We got our front of our cabinet. As I said, it has 4 drawers, and then it has your door here for your sink in the middle. These are our drawer fronts. Set those aside. And last is going to be our back panel. All this padding works great for shipping. If you have some items you need to ship in the future, great for stuffing that stuff. Okay, next what I want to do is I like to use this clamshell as our screw holder. We'll open this up. This clamshell has all our brackets in it, our 90-degree brackets. A little bag of screws, pour those inside there. Your other bag's going to have some gold brackets, some screws for the gold brackets, some longer screws to screw through the back, and then it comes with our 3M soft close bumpers that you put on lastly. This groove right here is going to be the bottom of the cabinet. So let's grab one of our sides here. It's going to be our right side, and want to make sure that it fits in there. Got a little doohickey on this one. Slide it together. This fits nice and tightly. Perfect. So now we're going to get a bracket, drill. You're going to start with your first bracket. goes on the bottom down here below the shelf. Get a screw. And don't do that. That's left-handed. And right-handed. Sometimes. Left hand doesn't work like the right hand. So now we got that in there. I'm going to slide to the top. There's 4 screws, but because I can't reach this top from where I was positioned, I'll get the bottom started. Make sure the top goes in there. Put the bracket. I want to put the bracket roughly ½ inch down from the top of the cabinet. 4 screws in this one. We'll go back and put the other 2 screws in the other one. I like to leave the cardboard down on here. Helps protect the cabinet and give me a nice working space. Next we're going to do this next panel. Do the same exact process. Make sure that we're all square and lined up. Put this bracket below the shelf on the bottom. Same process. Leave about ½ inch down or so. After using that left hand again. Now that we got that in, the next thing we're going to be doing is putting our shelf in the bottom. Make sure you inspect your shelf. One side is usually nicer than the other. One has a no finish and the other side has a finish. Make sure your finish is on the inside. That helps prevent moisture from getting into the cabinet because it's got a finish on it. You just push it all together, make sure that everything lines up, everything's golden. Next we're going to grab our front and put that on. When we got the front on, you want to make sure that it's inside the grooves. And let's get ready to do a bracket. We're going to do the same as we did on the bottom here. We're going to do it on the top, about a ½ inch back. Make sure that everything's where it needs to go. Alright, 2 brackets left. Let's do it on the bottom. Alright, so our battery died. So we're resetting up here. Alright. But now that I got all the brackets on, our main cabinet is fully built. We're going to save our clamshell here, and we're going to open up our other screw package. So these are your 3M soft closed features that you put on your doors and drawers. We're all done here, so set that to the side. I like to dump all the screws out of this package and put it into our clamshell. So these fasteners are just to finish installing the cabinet. There's going to be more fasteners in each one of those drawer boxes for the guides, but this one you're going to have your L corners. You're going to have the screws that go to those L corners. They're about a 1/2 inch long, and then I threw it on the ground. And then you got a few of the 1¼ inch long Phillips screws. Those go in the back to hold the back panel to this shelf here. So what we're going to do next is we're going to work on the toe kick, and we're also going to install some gold brackets. So you have 4 gold brackets for this model. When you grab the toe kick, all the toe kicks come pre-drilled with a couple holes from the factory. That's where we're going to put a gold bracket. There's 2 holes in the toe kick, and then there's 1 that's going to go into the cabinet. So all you do is line up the screw holes with your gold bracket, and you pre-install your fasteners. These are just short screws. And now that we got that done, we're going to install these other 2 gold brackets. There's 2 of them, so we're going to do one just to the edge of the door, and then the other one's going to be, so you're going to split this into 1/3. You want the 2 screws to go in the bottom of the cabinet, and the 1 screw hole to go in the face of your cabinet. Done there. Next we're going to do is we're going to take this toe kick. You want to put those brackets on before the toe kick, because otherwise it's difficult to reach up in here with the screws. So make sure you do that. Check to make sure that your toe kick is flush with the floor of the rest of the cabinet. And put your 1 screw inside to the sidewall there. Okay, now that's done. I'm going to stand it up. I'm going to put these 4 screws that we got into the back panel in the pre-drilled holes from the factory. So the pre-drilled screws are down here on the bottom, the locations for them. That's going to hold this back panel to the shelf in the cabinet. Make sure you're going straight to open up inside the shelf. Okay, perfect. Next, we're going to work on putting a drawer together. I like to, there's 4 drawers, so there's going to be 4 of everything. So I like to sort everything into piles so that we know exactly what we're pulling from. Okay, so now that we're all separated and sorted, as we build these cabinet drawers, we just grab from each pile. So this is where you're going to grab your hammer. These are dovetail. You don't have to apply any kind of glue to them, but it never hurts if you wanted to apply some wood glue to these as you slid them together. So you line up like so, and you just want to work them across like so in a nice fashion. They'll stop / bottom out when you get in there. So now we got 2 done. We're going to put the other ones, and you're just lining up your groove across the bottom. I mean, if you make an oopsie and put the wrong pieces together, you usually can pop them back apart. carefully. Alright, now we got those two done. Next, I'm going to grab one of our drawers. You'll feel that there's one side that's finished, one side that's not. So make sure you put the finished side inside the drawer, like so. Next, you'll grab your drawer front. And this one you want to line up with your drawer inset, and then just repeat the process. This one you got to be a little more careful because you don't want to hit your cabinet drawer front. So I like to do a lot smaller taps as I'm tapping it together. I'll double check this one, because if you come too high you may accidentally hit the edge of your cabinet. You could use a wood block, something like example, like a wood block like this. You wouldn't want to use this because it'd break that, but if you used a wood block of some sort, it would elevate you so you wouldn't hit that. You could do that also. Alright, so our first drawer is assembled. Now I'm going to go through and put all four of them together. Alright, next what we're going to do, since we got the four drawers done, is we're going to open our drawer guide box here. Look at the parts and pieces that come in this box. So you're going to get two soft close rails systems. These are the guides that go inside the cabinet. There's pre-drilled holes inside the cabinet. And then inside this bag is going to have our fasteners and our release mechanisms that go onto the drawers. They also come with adjustments, little adjustment screws on there. But these are the release mechanisms that go into the drawers. You need a little bag of screws here for all your parts and pieces. And we're back to the clamshell because it's good for holding your screws so you don't lose them. So what we're going to do is we're going to work on this top left one here, on putting the drawer guides in it and screwing this down. So these mechanisms here will go into the back. There's two holes in the back of this cabinet. You want to make sure that the piece is down like this. And they just pop in. No special tools required. There's a couple screw holes in there that you can put some screws in to hold it to the back so they don't pull out. And these guys will actually use this groove right here to lock into that. So slide it into that mechanism there, and then align it so that it's just a hair back on the front of the cabinet. And the same with this. They're soft close, so super nice. And same with this. And when I say you set it back about 1/8 of an inch. And then you'll grab one of these screws that we just got, and you'll drop it, just like so. No, comes with a nice sharp point on it, so you don't have to pre-drill. You drop that one too, staying consistent. Okay, so we got those 2 screws in there. Screws in here. Drop a screw. I don't put all the screws in here. They have these angle screw holes. So they have these holes right on the side here that you can screw into. I traditionally do 2. I find that's more than enough. These are universal brackets, so there's more holes than what you need. I'm always on the cautious side to not over screw and break the bracket. So now these drawer guides are going to slide in there. There's also these little hooky hoos on the back, and they'll go into these holes that are already in the cabinet drawer. So as we slide this on, I'm also lining up the bottom to make sure that everything drops together. There we go. And then I'll reach to the back, and you want to make sure that that hole goes inside the drawer. Same with the other. And it will click in the front where we just put those release mechanisms. And then you'll open and close and adjust it. If you need to adjust the door just slightly, you can move those plastic guides in the back. That will help straighten out the front of your cabinet so that the door sits flat. You can also use those little screws on the bottom to adjust. Now if you need to remove it, you just press the little release mechanisms and you can take the drawer out. Right there. So now I'm going to go through and I'm going to make the other drawers, the other 3 real quick, put all the guides in and whatnot, and we should be about finished. So As we go to install our last drawer, this is what the bottom should look like. This is how the orientation should be for your drawer guides on the bottom corners. I like to do 2 screws, 1 in each corner, like so. And when I put the drawers in, pull the guides out. Make sure that they go into that hole in the back. And they click in the front. And then like that. Easy adjustments on the bottom, easy adjustments in the back. These are all soft close, as you can tell. The last thing you want to do is take your 3Ms. And you got 2 that go on the doors, top corners. Doors are very adjustable also. They don't like to close as well with all the plastic on them. The soft close mechanism. And you've seen in my other videos, you can leave the plastic on until installation. That helps protect the faces a little bit while you move things around. The drawers are a little bit harder because, well, you need to have access to the whole drawers. There's 4 that go on the drawers, 1 in each corner. Give it a nice firm push. And all you'll have to do is pick out what kind of knobs or handles you want to put on your cabinets and drill some holes. Very simple. So as I wrap up the last of the little rubber stoppers, we appreciate you watching our videos. You can like and subscribe for more. We're always adding more content. You can also follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Hopefully this RTA build makes your project go easy in the future. And this was our 48, our Vanity 48. So it's 48 inches wide, 21 inches deep, and it's a single sink model. And we have this readily available in white and gray shaker. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment below, and we'll see you on the next one. Have a good day.